Hi everyone, Adriana Jimenez with Fino Boxing here with Eric Gomez, president of Golden Boy Promotions. Eric, well, to start off, Tom Loeffler, who is a promoter for Gennady Golovkin, just recently said that the negotiations for Canelo Golovkin tiebreaker is about 90% done. Can you give us the update from Golden Boy Promotions side?
It's about 98% done now.
98%, okay. Now, any other information you can give us, a location or?
It's close. It's close. You know, we've been working very, very hard the last few days. I've probably had about 10 conversations with Tom in the last 3 days. It's very close. It's very close. Once we get it signed and done, then we can start working on the venue. We can work on all the other things that come into play with the big fight.
It's going to be Cinco de Mayo and most likely in Vegas.
It'll be in Cinco de Mayo. The venue's not confirmed yet. Right now we're trying to get all the details of the fight done, and then once we get it signed, we can start working on the venue. It's down the line. That's down the line. I think right now our objective is to get the Golovkin fight done. That's the fight that you guys want, the media. That's the fight that the fans want. I feel that it was a good first fight, and I think the second fight's going to be even better.
That's what we're all waiting for.
Yes.
Now, Lucas Matisse is going for another world title this month. What are you expecting to see from him?
Just a lot of the same. I mean, Lucas is probably one of the most exciting fighters in all of boxing. He's a boxer, puncher, a guy that can knock you out with either hand. And I think that you're going to get the same old Lucas. He's going to come out and try to knock out his opponent.
He sure does have a lot of power. We're expecting to see a KO that night. Now, he's been mentioning that he still wants that rematch with Danny Garcia, but the 147 is stacked with talent. Of course, we have Thurman, we have Spence, we have Crawford, and the list goes on and on. In a perfect world, who would you like to see him face next?
Any of the top guys, anybody. That's what he wants. He wants the big fights. We want to get him the big fights. So any of the top guys, whoever wants them, they can come and get it.
Now, with Danny Garcia and the other fighters being with other promotions, is that going to be a problem, or is that going to be worked out?
Not at all. We're nice people. We're nice people, and we're willing to work with anybody.
Willing to work with anyone to bring in the best fights.
Yeah, that's what we want to do. We want to give the fans what they want to see. If the other promoters don't want to work with us, and that's on them. But we're willing to work with anybody.
Now, Linares is facing Mercito Gesta. It's going to be a great fight this month. Everybody talks about Linares facing Lomachenko and Mikey Garcia. Like you just mentioned, that you're willing to work with anybody to create the best fights. Are those two fights possible for him this year, 2018?
I think so. I mean, look, Linares is in the same boat. He wants to fight anybody, and we've reached out to both sides, and we're willing to make those fights, no problem.
As a fan, not as a president of Golden Boy, as a fan, who would you like Linares to face next?
Well, I want him to first face Gesta, which is not an easy fight.
Right.
I mean, Gesta's being trained by Freddie Roach. You can never underestimate Freddie Roach. It's not going to be an easy fight. Gesta's no joke. He only has one loss. I think that he's got a good chance in upsetting him. So first, let's get past that fight, and then anybody, any of the top guys, he's willing to fight anybody.
And now we also have Joseph Diaz Jr., who's the mandatory for the WBC, Gary Russell. Can you give us an update on that, and if he's going to be fighting? That fight's going to take place anytime soon.
Yeah. So the WBC, I guess they gave Gary Russell the opportunity to do an optional defense. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep Joseph busy. And he's going to fight on ESPN in February, so we're going to have him, keep him busy, keep him sharp, keep him busy. He'll fight on ESPN, and then after that, we're going to go after that fight.
All right, sounds good. All right, Eric, thank you so much, and keep us posted on Triple G.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.